Welcome to Baxter's Blades. All you single-bladed jackknife lovers out there, I think we have another trapper talk with Baxter. Are you getting sick of the trapper talk yet? Trapper. Another one for you, RJ. Join in if you feel like it. More variations on the trapper, and these are all single-bladed trappers. And I do have an honorable mention. Let's start off on the left here. We have an old-timer, single-bladed trapper, a lot like a slimline. This was a gift from Mike Adams, an awesome member of the community. I do believe it might be a made in China one. It's like a orange saw cut, almost has a peachy color in this light. Single-bladed. Oh, Schrade old timer. Is it made in China? This may be a USA made one. I don't see China on it anywhere. I see Schrade, I see old timer, I see press here. 194 OT orange. That's what the O stands for. Very cool. Yeah, very reminiscent of a slimline trapper blade. I got some stuff on the blade. Hold on. Single bladed, I call it a trapper. You got the liner lock, you press here. No half stop. Very cool gift from Mike. Thank you so much, brother. A locking single blade trapper in my book. Another Rough Rider outdoorsman series. Can't remember what they call this one. Ooh, getting some pitting there. That's very odd for stainless. Must not be very good stainless. Beautiful bone on this. I know Case did a version of this with the thumb stud. This one is very stiff. I can kind of, let me show you here. You can see that there's washers crushed in there. It almost looks like the washer on the left side is either overly crushed or out of position. So it's very stiff. I've oiled it, I've moved it. You can one hand open it and it locks up with the liner lock. There we go. Not that much. It looks like 25% lockup, single threading, awesome acorn shield. You can see RR Rough Rider there. I love the bone on the series. I wanted to pick this one up. I like single bladed trappers. No nail nick. Scanty grind here. 440A razor sharp stainless steel. This was a little sharp here. The liner lock, I did file that down a bit just to kind of round it, take that edge off. And zero snap because, well, there's no back spring. It's just like a back spacer here. So you got to close it. Now I think Case makes one that springs open. You can just flip it open and close. Way more practical. Not bad fit and finish besides either being overly crushed or just in the wrong position. But one hand opening and closing. Single bladed trapper. Full size Case. Lizard skin bear head Warncliffe. Checking all the boxes. They make these in crimson, peach seed, Kentucky bluegrass. You can get micarta versions, DLT exclusives, green and brown. This is stainless steel. No half stops. Beautiful lizard skin here. Very glad I got this. They do have the mini trapper in this version. I'm going to save that for my mini trapper video. No half stops. What a cool single bladed Warncliffe trapper. Kind of going like a old timer Rough Rider Case, Rough Rider Case, Rough Rider. These are all I have. I do not have a Case single bladed clip point. I'm going to have to remedy that. One of my favorites, the red saw cut bone Rough Rider. Single bladed trapper. Look at that bone. Just beautiful, deep, almost a blood red. I love their black and blue series with the blue saw cut. Rough Rider shield there. Do have a stamp on the front bolster. Swedging. This one has a half stop. Incredible pull. Nice snap and lock up. It is a bolster lock. So instead of a liner lock like this, which I don't like, they kind of get in the way a little bit. This is a little bit less intrusive. You can get right up there on the bolster, but it does stick out a hair. Beautiful swedging. What a really nice looking single bladed trapper. I wish Rough Rider would have produced this without the bolster lock. It's not that big of a deal. You gotta close it. Has a really strong pull, a really strong half stop. Blade is off center on this one. I think they were all like that for some reason. But, you know, $13, $14 knife. No brass liners on this one, all stainless. Not bad fit and finish. I kind of wonder if the bolster lock is kind of pushing the blade over. Maybe some tension on it. If you want a good affordable one and you can still find these, fantastic single bladed. The case, Kentucky Bluegrass. I also have this in a lizard skin, but didn't pull it out because I have this lizard skin here. My first slimline case trapper, no half stops. I forgot to bring my Queen double bladed out here to compare. Oh well, you saw that in the last video. The difference is the Queen has a spay blade and it's a little bit thicker, obviously, because of two blades. So this is very slim in the pocket, but yet full size, 4 1/8, 4-finger grip, very slim, usable blade. I'd never carried this that much and then started carrying these and was really impressed with how much you can do with these. Not a hard user, but a good medium user. Just disappears in the pocket, kind of like a Sodbuster Jr. And well, Rosecraft blades, Andy Armstrong, he makes the Little River Bend Skinner. And that's an awesome bow trapper, but they call it the Skinner. But this is a Rough Rider that Andy designed, and well, they call it a bow trapper. Half stop, scanty grind bow, a lot like a saddle horn. Nice bomb shield here. Red G10 underliners under the black smooth micarta. RR216. They call it T10 carbon steel. I've yet to see if I get patina on it. Some people have said it's not T10, it's stainless. They just called it T10, and then we asked them about it, and then they said, okay, it's not. I don't know. They claimed it was T10. This is the small one. They actually make one of these in a larger version also. I got the red version, but I didn't want to bust it out because I just wanted to show one. Not your stereotypical trapper. Like, this is a trapper. This is more, they're all variations. I just wanted to break these up from the last 11 I did because these are single bladed. And well, I have an honorable mention. And it is not a trapper, but it is kind of a cross between a trapper and a copperhead. This is the copperlock. And I kind of consider it a single blade trapper because this clip point with the long pull, they do put on, Case does put them on trappers. Now, they're different trappers, but it is essentially the same blade shape with swedging and a long pull. And well, this is a hybrid between a trapper and a copperhead, except it's locking. So it's kind of a stretch. But to me, I fell in love with these because I've always been a huge trapper fan, and well, this has got to be the ultimate single-bladed trapper. Beautiful clip point blade on them, and it's locking. And well, it's a copperhead. Look at it. No tang. You can slip it in and out of your pocket. You can use that to keep your hand from sliding down over the blade when you're puncturing. You can puncture stuff without worrying about the blade folding up on you. It's locked in. This is the deep red burlap with the black shield and carbon steel. What a peach. That's my honorable mention. So 6 single-bladed trappers out here. I threw this in for fun. Thank you so much for joining me in the tiger pit. I'm not sure if you're getting sick of trappers yet. RJ, jump in on this if you want to. Anybody can jump in on this. I won't post open tag. If you guys just want to show your single-bladed trappers or variations on trappers or just a bunch of trappers, just jump in and tag us. Why not? I'm going to show a bunch of Barlows next. Break it up a bit from different manufacturers or different brands. A lot of them are from the same manufacturer, but different brands. A lot of Barlows, and I will only crack one beer. Also, I'll try to get a video out about mini trappers. I have quite a few different. I have Rough Rider, Roper, Case, and maybe a few others. You all stay sharp, be kind, and take chances. Take care.